German First Lady Elke Budenbender christens the Berlin Express. With a capacity of 23,600 TEU, the largest cargo ship under German flag. Highly efficient propulsion system also suitable for future generations of fuels. Hapag-Lloyd officially welcomed into its fleet the Berlin Express, the first ship of its new Hamburg Express class. The Hamburg Express class will mark the beginning of a new era for Hapag-Lloyd and its fleet. In total, a dozen state-of-the-art large container ships will be put into service by 2025. Together, these vessels will make an important contribution to Hapag-Lloyd's efforts to operate its entire fleet in a climate-neutral manner by 2045. Thanks to their cutting-edge dual-fuel technology, they will also be able to operate using non-fossil fuels, such as biomethane and e-methane, and thereby generate hardly any CO2 emissions. For the time being, liquefied natural gas, LNG, will be used, which will reduce CO2 emissions by up to 25% and soot emissions by 95%. In addition, advanced components, such as an optimized hull and a highly efficient propeller, will help the vessels to reduce fuel consumption and thereby greenhouse gas emissions. The Berlin Express was built at the Hanwha Ocean Shipyard in South Korea. With a length of almost 400 meters and a capacity of 23,600 TEU, it is the largest cargo ship ever to sail under German flag. The container ships in the Hamburg Express class will exclusively operate on the cargo-intensive Far East route between Asia and Europe. The Berlin Express will operate regularly on the FE3 service, which sails between Ningbo and Hamburg, via Xiamen, Kaohsiung, Yantian, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Rotterdam. With a fleet of 258 modern container ships and a total transport capacity of 1.9 million TEU, Hapag-Lloyd is one of the world's leading liner shipping companies. The company has around 14,000 employees and 400 offices in 135 countries. Hapag-Lloyd has a container capacity of 2.9 million TEU, including one of the largest and most modern fleets of reefer containers. The Gulsun class is a series of container ships built for Mediterranean Shipping Company, MSC. The largest ships have a maximum theoretical capacity of 23,756 20-foot equivalent units, TEU. They were the largest container ships in the world when they were launched in 2019, surpassing OOCL Hong Kong, 21,413 TEU. They have since been surpassed by other ships like the Algeciras class, 23,964 TEU. The ships were the first container ships to feature 24 containers wide on deck. The world's largest container ship has been launched. MSC Gulsun is the first of a new class of 23,000-plus TEU vessels to be added to MSC's fleet in 2019-2020. Built at the Samsung Heavy Industries Gyeoye shipyard in South Korea, MSC says, MSC Gulsun sets a new standard in container shipping, in particular in terms of environmental performance. At 400 meters long and more than 60 meters wide, MSC Gulsun has a record capacity for a container ship, 23,756 TEU. Bigger ships generally emit less CO2 per container carried, helping companies that move goods on MSC services between Asia and Europe to lower the carbon footprint of their supply chains. The vessel is equipped with more than 2,000 refrigerated containers, boosting the trade of food, drink, pharmaceutical, and other chilled and frozen items between Asia and Europe. The Algeciras is the first of a series of 12 identical vessels. With a length of 400 meters and a capacity of 23,964 TEU, she and her sisters are currently one of the largest ships in the world. The shipping company had ordered the construction of 7 and 5 ships respectively from the shipyards DSMI, Daewoo Shipping and Marine Engineering's Okpo, and Samsung Heavy Industries. The series belongs to the so-called Megamax 24 container vessels. The number 24 refers to the number of containers that can be placed next to each other across the width of the ship. In height, 12 layers can be stacked below deck and another 12 above deck. As with most megacarriers, the deckhouse is located far forward to give the ship's command a better view to the front. The megacarrier is powered by a WinGD engine with an output of 60,580 kilowatts. This enables the vessel to reach a speed of 22.4 knots. The entire series is equipped with so-called scrubbers. These exhaust gas scrubbers remove sulfur emissions out of the ship's exhaust gases, thus implementing the required worldwide guidelines. Everything about the HMM Algeciras is big, including the power output of its MAN B and W11G95 MEC engine, the mightiest ever built by Germany-based MAN Energy Solutions. The 23,964 TEU container ship is the largest ever built, recently launched for South Korean shipping company at the Daewoo Shipbuilding and Marine Engineering (DSME) Okpo Shipyard in Gyeoye, Korea. The new build measures 400 meters in length and 61 meters in beam, and has recently entered service between Asia and Europe via the Suez Canal. The Evergreen A-Class, or Ever A, is a series of 13 container ships being built for Evergreen Marine. The largest ships have a maximal theoretical capacity of around 23,992 TEU and are among the largest container ships in the world. 8 ships are being built by Samsung Heavy Industries in South Korea. Another 7 will be built by China State Shipbuilding Corporation, CSSC, at 2 shipyards in China. As of August 2021, the record for most containers loaded onto a single ship is held by the Ever Ace, which carried a total of 21,710 TEU of containers from Yantian to Europe. Evergreen Marine focuses on the long-term nature of maritime operations and the importance of overall environmental and ecological protection, and has invested in building a new environmental-friendly fleet. We continue to replace the old with the new, have sufficient transportation capacity, and build a dense global shipping network in order to join hands to protect the marine ecological environment. The design of the new fleet combines environmental protection concepts to realize the vision of a better life for all mankind and make contributions. The newest A-type environmental-friendly ship of Evergreen Group with the latest international environmental protection standards, such as comply with the Energy Efficiency Design Index, ED, EMO standards, ballast water management conventions, etc. While promoting the development of world economy and trade, we should also contribute to marine environmental protection and move towards the goal of sustainable green shipping. The A-type ship measures 400 meters in length and 61.5 meters in breadth, and has a design draft of 14.5 meters. This ship type is designed to carry 24 rows of containers on the deck. It sails nearly at speed of up to 23.0 knots. The delivery of this new ship type is expected to take place since 2021, and will hopefully replace existing Evergreen ships. In addition to increasing the overall capacity of the system-optimized hull form with high-efficiency propulsion system fleet, it will also effectively reduce the environmental impact from our fleet operations. Container shipping: the 1I class or ULCS ships used in long-term charters by the Singaporean shipping company One. The 6-unit series was commissioned in 2020 and delivered in 2023, initially with the flagship One Innovation. The 2013-built container ship was recently rebranded to One's unique magenta color scheme. Ocean Network Express, or ONE, was formed in 2017 through the combination of Japan's 3 biggest container shipping lines, NYK Line, K Line, and MOL. The new company kicked off operations on April 1, 2018, as the world's 6th largest container shipping company, controlling a fleet of about 240 vessels and a combined capacity of 1,440,000 TEU. One Commitment is operated on the Alliance's Asia to North America PN2 service. She started her voyage on May 15 in Singapore, with calls in Lam Chabang, Thailand, Kai Mep, Vietnam, and Kaohsiung, Taiwan, Yantian, China, and now the Husky Terminal in Tacoma. Next, One Commitment will head to Vancouver before returning to Asia to call at Japanese ports of Tokyo, Kobe, Kaohsiung, and finally Singapore. One was founded in 2016 as a joint venture between Nippon Yusen Keisha, NYK, Mitsui OSK Lines, MOL, and K Line. 4. The company was formed as part of a larger process of consolidation that was occurring in the container shipping industry at that time, affected by poor profits and surplus capacity. It merged the container shipping divisions of the 3 companies, forming the 6th largest container shipping company in the world at that time. NYK controls a 38% stake of the joint venture, while MOL and K Line own 31% each. The magenta color scheme was inspired by the cherry blossom trees, one of the national symbols of Japan, where the mother companies are located. Other owned ships will also be painted magenta. One decided to paint all its newly launched ships and containers in a recognizable and eye-catching magenta shade.